It's finally time, guys. Rotation will kill Snorlax. He's gone. We're safe. Wait, Hop's coming? There's a new deadly Snorlax, and he's a main attacker of the deck. Hop is unfortunately a trainer, and a trainer being featured in the TCG. He's a trainer with Pokemon coming in Journey together. Hop Zacian here is supposed to be the main character, but if you want to play Hop's Pokemon, you'll likely be playing Snorlax anyway, because the extra Helpings ability lets you dish out 30 more damage just for existing. Its dynamic press attack is 3 colorless energy and does 140 damage and 80 to itself. Don't forget that 80. The Hop deck focuses on building damage through cards like Postwick, a stadium that allows your Hop Pokemon to do 30 more damage, so that means Snorlax will swing with that, plus its ability, and you know what else is cool? Getting that 3 energy cost down. Well, you can, because you can attach a Hop's Choice Band, a tool card that lets you not only lower the cost of the attack by 1 colorless energy, but it also does an extra 30 damage. Now, Hop's Snorlax unfortunately doesn't stack, or else it would be really unstoppable, too powerful, but this is still awesome on a single prize Pokemon who can main a deck. Don't worry though, Snorlax has some support, like Hop's Cramorant, which is a card that's pretty sneaky and I'm sure is going to be very versatile in use in the meta. Fickle Spit for 1 energy does 120, if and only if your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. Meaning it's broken in pre-release. Yeah, that's kind of in the meme. Right now, the set is out in pre-releases, and people are experiencing that gross attack where you can just kind of jet energy up your cram and donk for the game. I should have been arrested at the pre-release for using a jet energy Cramorant turn 1 going second donk. Shake my hand. Now, Hop Snorlax unfortunately doesn't stack, or else it would be impossible to stop. Too powerful. Can you imagine? You put out 4 Snorlax, and you're just using all their abilities? That's crazy. But no, this is still awesome as a single prize Pokemon who can main a deck. I adore single prize Pokemon decks, and although there are 2 prize Pokemon in some of these decks, our Fezandipity, our engines like Teal Mask, Ogerpon potentially, we are mainly using Snorlax to attack and stuff, and that is still powerful. Don't worry though, Snorlax has some support. It's not gonna quite be a, like, Iron Thorns type thing where there's only 4 Pokemon in the deck. Now, we do need some support. The deck I was looking at primarily for this somewhat of a single prize Snorlax. So, because Snorlax has colorless energy to power up with, it can be like any type of energy or special energy, stuff like that too. Right now, the deck I was looking at actually had Mela in it for some fire support. So it played fire energy, and fire energy could be used to power up that Snorlax via Mela, and I do love using cards that don't get always the most love, but that's one reason to use it. There's also the potential of using grass energy in the deck to power up or Snorlax, if we are also just switching energy over to it, using energy switch. But the reason to play grass energy might also be to have this Ogerpon engine. Right now, Tera Pokemon are everywhere, and Ogerpon is a great one, which has a great ability that lets you attach a grass energy to it, and then you draw a card. That's fantastic, but we're going to be using it to do that, but then also have a Tera in play to use cards like Glass Trumpet. Glass Trumpet is also a card that hasn't seen too much use just yet, but I think it will with all the Tera Pokemon running around very soon in the meta. Right now, you can use it with a Tera Pokemon in play, and so in this context, it would be our Teal Mask Ogerpon. You would use that, and then you can look at your discard, grab energy from the discard, 2 of them, and attach it to 2 of your colorless Pokemon. So we're going to be able to use this to power up Snorlaxes on the bench, and that's going to be really helpful. All in all, it's fun. And I wanted to just go over it a little bit to cover it and not have Japan have all the fun of early deck building and things before we find out truly what's good. We kind of already do. Like I said, this isn't quite the best way to play Hop's Pokemon. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a fun idea, and it's something you can play around with if you like this sort of thing. And hopefully it's introducing you to the idea of Hop Snorlax, as that one is going to be pretty prominent, I imagine. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts as well. I'd love to hear them, and I hope to see you next time.